And every time Accra at the Independence Square has also become the subject of some rollback. President Mahama believes that, yes, there is much to celebrate over Ghana's independence. It is perhaps the most significant happening in our entire history as a country. And there are critical sectors of our national life that do not receive adequate or anything near to adequate funding. He believes that at this moment in time, there is a need to reprioritize government expenditure. And one of the areas where savings can to hold modest. For that reason, he has decided to, over the year, there are contingents of men from the various security agencies and hundreds of school children, I beg your pardon, from across the country who march briskly to applause and cheers. We are going to have a significant ceremony at the presidency and for that reason, I am going to announce a series of activities which will be held at the presidency, or if you like, Jubilee House, as it is now called. There is going to be a military guard of honor that will be reviewed by His Excellency the President. There will also be a cultural performance by 2 groups of basic school pupils. And then what we consider to be an impactful poetry recital by a senior high school student. Chiefs, other sections of society will be heralded. Speak to the nation once again because of the need to scale back at the Independence Square. There will be a modest government communication office, which hitherto was known as the Information Service Department, will develop a marketing and public the impending anniversary celebrations that will be held. Christianborg Cross Presidential activities will be sufficient in areas that are non-essential. This, once again, has become necessary because of the need to fit all of these things within a constrained budget and refocus expenditure on the most important areas that require government's attention. So that would be a summary. The Deputy Chief of Staff, Mr. Standogbe, is here. He is the chairman of the Planning Committee. We also have personnel from the Government Communication Office and others who are actively involved in planning these events, and they will help me answer any questions that you may have. Thank you very much. Are there any questions from the media? Yes, Kamala. All right, please go to the microphone and ask your question.
Thank you very much. We know that apart from the national celebration, which takes place in Accra, we do have Metropolitan. They will take place as usual.
No, they have not been suspended. The celebrations are so that we do not witness escalation in cost. And as a member of parliament myself, I look forward to the celebrations in the Abra-Sebu-Kwamenkese constituency, where I probably will have the distinct honor of reviewing the parade.
You mentioned a staggering 15 million cedis on the average that is spent when the celebration is outside of the capital, Accra. Celebration.
It will be a...
All right, so every year we know that we receive dignitaries from all over the country visiting or partaking in this celebration.
Details of that will be disclosed, but irrespective of the nature of the dignitaries that we receive to witness this occasion, it will be a modest celebration. It is very possible to have dignitaries presiding over modest celebrations, and that will be done if and when it becomes necessary.
So as you seek to reset the economy, will it not be proper you cancel it outrightly?
No, we cannot ever forget that we were off that encumbrance. It's worth celebrating every single year. So there's no question about the importance and relevance of this anniversary, except that it can be done in a manner that does not impose any significant country. That even the theme reflects, review, and reset, which then fits into the tone, the general tone in the country at the moment, the way that the elections are reset, is active within which these celebrations are being carried out. Yes.
Okay, so with the celebration in whole, for example, and the 50 million cedis that was spent,
yes,
can you take a chunk of the money?
Well, I see this. I have a breakdown. It is only because of the way that the celebrations have been held. Even the ones held in Accra are also quite expensive because of the need to bring in large numbers of people and matters.
That's Ghanaian Times. Others to have a feel of the office of the president or the president.
In marking this event and taking it around in and of itself is noble, except that it comes at a cost that is not sustainable, a cost that can no longer be borne by government. And therefore, there's a need for this change. As and when the president makes a decision on the way forward in terms of a permanent venue and a permanent style of celebration, I'll be more than happy to share that information with you. But for now, he has said that these celebrations be marked on a small scale at the Jubilee House. Yeah, you can come back if you have. So, 2 more questions and we will be done.
So, the popular Tanzanian president of blessed memory, Mr. John Magufuli, he would rather channel what would have been saved. This celebration that the grand one that we've stopped having, this is what we use the money for. Thank you.
President Mahama has indicated what his priorities are in terms of public expenditure. He has spoken about job creation. He has spoken about the 24-hour economy. He has spoken about the big push, which involves assistance. So whereas in costs, you can be certain that every to the people of Ghana.
All right, good morning.
Yeah.
Honorable, most often than not, we see government representatives at the municipal, the metropolitan district level during this celebration. Now that government has not appointed these appointees, what is going to happen to the celebration at that level as well? Thank you.
If by the time that the celebrations come around, there are no municipal, metropolitan, and district chief executives, I believe you are aware that at the moment it is the district coordinating directors, metropolitan coordinating directors in these where they are, I will do the review as the mission at the highest levels of government, even in the districts, the municipalities, and the metropolitan assemblies. Yes.
Health concerns have emerged in this event. What consideration has government given, taking into account the number of soldiers or school children who really, as a result of the pressure that comes on them, collapse and the sort? What consideration is being given to that as well?
Yes, it's an important question. The point is that the only thing that is constant in human life is change. Over the years, we've carried out these celebrations in a particular way. My understanding is that for every single independence parade that is held at the Black Star Square, the math and see how many occasions we have witnessed some of them pass out due to exhaustion because they are exposed to the vagaries of the weather. And it has left much to be desired. All of these have been factored into the decision making. At the Jubilee House for the military parade that I referenced will be significantly smaller. And therefore, that also limits the chances. The past when it went on for hours and hours and hours and led to the sort of medical emergencies that we record. So that would be the answer to your question. Those concerns have been addressed. And I believe strongly that the organizers of the event will make provision for medical emergencies as well to cater to anyone who needs it. Thank you very much.
When you see them driving in a very reckless manner and you can't ask them to stop.
Our main motivation is the students. We want to help them because if we said we will not come, who will be willing to come?
In the serenity of the Adan Islands in Ghana lies a struggle to access education. Students and some teachers commute daily from the mainland, Adanfo, to schools on the islands of Azizakwe, Alokpem, Aflive, balance between determination and danger. Begin in Adan. The students gather at the banks of this portion of the Volta River for this routine journey they have grown accustomed to. They eagerly wait for the boats that will ferry them across the water to the islands where their schools are situated. While some are not shaken at all by this daily adventure, others dread it. Kwakye is a final year junior high school student who commutes to school in a rowboat from Azizakwe to other islands such as Pediatokope.
So this is your own boat?
Yes. So sometimes it is risky when it's dangerous because me and my only had.
Why are you not in your uniform?
My uniform if I'm wearing it and paddling the boat, when the sweat gets inside, it will not be good. So I have to remove it, and then if I reach there, I'll clean myself before I wear it again. So me being the final year, after school, I have to come to the house and do some house chores, time to learn.
Some teachers who cross the Volta River from Adanfo to Alokpem DA Basic School recount some anxious moments.
Crossing the river from the mainland to during rainy season, and you encounter storm. So when it's raining, we advise ourselves in the middle of the river and the abomoto is to just stop. Yes, and it's very scary.